Hello, how y'all doing? Great to see y'all again. Again, don't forget to subscribe. To press this subscribe button. Okay, the subscribe button. Don't forget so I can get notifications about all the upcoming videos. Okay, don't forget. I know it's easy to forget. Don't forget. Okay. Anyway, space-time continuum. Time-space flows. Just a short video about how space and time is. The universe is not the way we think it is. It's actually very alive and conscious. I often find it very interesting. People say they're looking for God or for this, and I'm like, look around you. What do you think all this is? This is the God consciousness. It's just here. It's already here. Everything is within it. I mean, this can be very challenging for some people to accept or believe. It's not about believing it. It's just about being aware or being sensitive. If you can be very sensitive, you can feel it. It's all over. You can feel it. It's the very ether, the very source, the very energy. Everything exists in it. Without it, nothing can exist. Everything in the universe exists in it. And guess what? Our soul is part of that. It's a really, really important part of the universal consciousness. So for those people who say, oh, well, low self-esteem, or they're worried about what happens after life after death, or they just don't think that they're going to make it. They look around you. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Deep breath. Take a deep breath. Just relax and just use your hand. Just feel into the air. You can feel it very sensitive. That's why I told you, take deep breaths. Because many of us, we don't breathe. We're gasping unconscious without knowing it. Watch yourself next time when you're doing anything. We often almost always hold our breath because of fear. We've been trained that we have to do this, you have to hold your breath. It must be conditioned, some kind of conditioning, because pretty much everyone does it. But the truth is, when we breathe, as we do what we do, there's consciousness in every action. Let's do our best to breathe deeply as we act in the world. And you can feel it. The universe is the one that bestows a grace upon one to be able to feel these things. But we can also do our part by being very present and open. And we can feel it. Who we are is way vaster beyond this body. We often identify with the body thinking this is who we are or the mind. But the truth is our being is way vaster. It's not just within, it's also here. It's here, here. It's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, it's who we are, of course. So you don't have to believe what I'm saying. In fact, don't believe what I'm saying. If you believe it, then you probably missed. I want you to experience it. At least feel it. Maybe you might even begin to see all kinds of light. The universe is a spectacle of love, of light, of joy, of bliss, of stars exploding, becoming one, expanding. It's a beautiful, beautiful universe. Gorgeous. Even to say beautiful is an understatement. It is beyond beauty. Beauty is only an aspect of it. It's also conscious. It's full of love and joy and bliss and freedom. Everything. It's like in this open, infinite open space, just suddenly expanding, 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 expanding. Infinity. Today you may feel conscious, open. Tomorrow or next moment you may feel even vaster because we are infinite beings and we keep expanding. We keep expanding. So the time-space continuum is not what scientists think it is. They're looking at it with their physical eyes or telescope. Or telescope. Telescope can see a lot of things, but it doesn't see the whole picture because it's a machine. To see these things, to see light, to see colors, to see the beauty of the universe, the third eye must open. The first eye, one of my friends used to say, first eye is you're going to see. Then the colors. If one looks through the physical eyes, one has to look through with the spiritual eye. Then one begins to experience all these things. You may not see it, you may just feel it, you may sense it, or you may see flashes. It's amazing. The universe is a conscious universe. However, to perceive it, one must become conscious. That's the issue with many scientists. People who say universe is not conscious, they're busy thinking. They're thinking and thinking and thinking. They can't get it. They have to become conscious. What I mean by being conscious, it means the third eye is open and one is alert. The spiritual eye is open. The being is awake, whatever you want to call it. It's consciousness. Then one can see or feel or taste it even. There's a taste to it. Yeah, there's a taste to it. There's a smell too. You may or may not smell it, but there's a smell to it. Doesn't matter. You smell it. All the senses. You can see it. There's a taste. You can even taste it. That requires a lot of presence, but one can even taste presence. It's very, very sweet. It's very sweet, 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 sweet. It's sweet. I don't know what to call it, but it's very sweet. One can smell this or taste it. Bliss, bliss, bliss. When one meditates deeply, at a point people sometimes begin to taste honey. It's not really honey, it just tastes like honey. It is the sweetness of life, of existence. That's what one is tasting. It's hidden in our head, actually. Many of these chemicals are already there. I won't call them chemicals. Actually, what I'm talking about, it's already in us too. It's not just out there, it's also in us. So if one meditates, the brain cracks, the head begins to crack. The head has to crack. Many people don't listen because the head is too solid. The head is meant to be soft. And as one awakens, the head sometimes might make cracking sounds because it's expanded. As the brain, as the head expands, then there's more consciousness and it goes beyond the head. It's just pure peace, space, oneness, existence. So if you hear your head spinning or cracking or making sounds, don't be scared. Just take deep breaths, let it crack. That cracking actually is very helpful. It makes one very silent. Because when the head is thick, the mind is busy. When the head is soft, the mind is quieter. It's like unplugging what makes the head strong. That's awakening. Then the head becomes soft. And the softness actually makes one able to reason and think clearly. When the head is thick, that means it's under heavy pressure. That means it's not a conscious head. It's too thick. It's very thick. Light for light to pass through the head and to show, and for energy to be able to beam out through the body and the face, it has to be soft and transparent. So this cracking sounds might happen because the universe that you see outside is also within. It's the same, right? So stop arguing about time space continuum. Many philosophers and scientists may have different views. That's fine. They're onto something. I don't condemn science. I think science is amazing. However, what I'm saying also in addition to that is that one, to be satisfied with just the intellectual approach, in my view, is sad and unfortunate. It's okay to have information. However, if one can become conscious, one begins to see the spirit, or one might see lights, the lights of consciousness, the awakened beings, one may see them as little bubbles of light, which can expand into oneness. So all these things has to be experienced. That's my point. Whatever you're experiencing, you may be a feeler, you may be a seer, you may be a psychic, whatever way you perceive existence, that's perfect. So don't get too caught up in what I'm saying in terms of is it true or not. Get the truth yourself. You're also the truth, you have access to it. And if you end up disagreeing with me, that's fine with me. All I'm just saying is don't just be satisfied. Don't just be satisfied with just intellectual answers from a teacher, a guru, a book. We have to have our own experiences. We all have to. We all have to have the experience of existence, of life, of love, of joy, of oneness. We all have to participate in this beautiful cosmic mystery. And that's what makes one become free. Because we are all the universe. All of us, each and every one of us is existence. Like even science agrees these days. We call the fractal theory or something like that. Every part of the universe contains the whole universe itself. That is amazing. That is amazing. It is such a beautiful thing. Even soap bubbles, if you look deep into soap bubbles, you see the kind of universe within them. A circle of the universe, you see these things moving within them. They are prototypes of the whole thing. I'm not saying the whole thing is like that, but they're prototypes. All these bubbles happening within it that you see in the bubble, in the bubble, we see some certain bubbles or whatever you see, like little dots. Those are similar to the planets. They're all within the cosmic soup. I mean, the cosmic is the universe itself. And this is what we are all, including myself, we are all are reaching towards. We are all dissolving into it. And may all of us in this very lifetime experience ourselves as universal consciousness. Thank you very much. Don't forget. Thank you all. The next time, blessings.